A new study by Northern Illinois University researchers suggests the indirect exposure to trauma experienced by 911 dispatchers could be putting them at risk for developing post-traumatic stress disorder symptoms. The researchers surveyed 171 emergency dispatchers, asking about the types of potentially traumatic calls they receive and the amount of stress they experience. The most stressful calls involved child injury or death, suicides, and shootings involving police officers.
The study was originally kind of conceived by Heather Pierce, who's the co-author on the article. She used to work as a 911 telecommunicator and had noticed in her observations of working that it's a population that was very underserved in terms of kind of their mental health needs. It's a very high stress occupation, and there are just very few prevention and intervention efforts that are available to telecommunicators.
When I decided to do the project and present it to Michelle, I started to look and there was nothing. There was just so little information out there. I was very surprised.
Participants in the study reported a lot of fear, helplessness, or horror. They felt like they were out of control of their emotions. They experienced a lot of distress in relationship to these calls, and that distress was associated with higher risk for things like depression, PTSD, and a number of other mental health conditions.
Trauma is different from stress. A stressful situation can be fleeting, whereas trauma is something that overwhelms your system and stays with you much longer.
Historically, people have thought that, unless your kind of physical safety is in jeopardy, unless you're really at risk yourself, then, is this trauma? But what we found is that there's not a whole lot that they can do other than try to coordinate these services, and they still have to just listen to the events as they unfold on the phone, and so that can be very traumatizing.
Many of the events that these folks had experienced, I had experienced as well, so I don't feel that there was anything necessarily surprising about this study.